Welcome back to part 2 of our mage deck, where it seems I can only lose if I fuck up. God damn it. Oh, well. I'm gonna have to play some Binding of Isaac Rebirth after this, you know, desalt, desalinate a little. Jesus. Can't believe I did that. I'm not even worried about the top deck anymore, it's just about the fact that I fucked up that play. Because I would have won without fucking it up. Kandrago. Alright, let's get some freeze out, shall we? Water Elemental, if I'm going second, I think it's good enough to keep. Because all I need is a 2 or 2 3s, and I'll have a good curve. Why do you hate me, deck? I put so many early game cards in you. Why do you hate me?
Hello. The pleasure is mine. Thank you.
There's nothing I can do right now. Hopefully, my opponent casts Millhouse Mana Storm, basically. Come on. Come on, Kundigo. You have to have some cheaper cards in your hand. It can't be both of us stuck here. Otherwise, this is going to be the most boring, slow game that has ever been... Ah, I got that jewel. Most boring, slow game that has ever been played. And also, it's not a jewel, it's a crystal, but whatever. Okay, nothing in hand. Or possibly the worst thing in hand, which is Goblin Auto Barber. Except you wouldn't attack the face if it was Goblin Auto Barber. Okay. Next turn is Coin Water Elemental, so basically I played a 2-3 this turn. Unless he kills it this turn. They kill it this turn. She kills it this turn for Lira. Okay, so now it's Flame Cannon instead. It would have been Water Elemental, but now it's Flame Cannon. I may even consider Coin as your Drake if it gives me a good trade with the Mana Worm next turn. Maybe. Usually I'd prefer to go Water Elemental as your Drake, Coin Stormwind Champion the turn after. Or Coin Flamestrike. Having the Coin versatility into Flamestrike is always real good. Okay. So this makes Water Elemental the best play. By far. So now I'm definitely expecting this. Because otherwise I get to clean it up with the Water Elemental, which won't take damage in the process. Well, will take damage in the process, but won't die in the process. Trogzor. The only reason I want to play the Azure Drake over a Silverhand Knight is if I want the card draw instantly, and because I have a pretty good board state, I don't want the card draw instantly. So not worth my while. Although it does mean if I want to coin out the Stormwind Champion, I have to buff that card. That is unfortunate. This is really bad positioning. I should have put the positioning better. Basically, Betrayal fucks me over, and that's why that's bad positioning.
To battle!
I don't know. I don't know how I want to respond here. I don't want to Flame Strike yet.
What to do? What to do?
But like, it seems like I want to do this. This.
If you insist.
This, then duplicate. That gets buffed, but it is frozen. Because of its own attack? Yeah, it's frozen because of its own attack. Okay, so it's frozen for another whole turn. So that means I'm definitely going to be able to kill it with the Ow. With my little buddy here. I'm fine with that.
Squire,
They're pretty valuable cards.
ready, sir.
None of these are good.
I wonder.
Guess that's the best. Unfortunately. I just wanted to protect against that dagger this time. Where's my sea giant? That's interesting to me. Where is my sea giant? What else? Sea giant frostbolt?
So many options.
I used flame cannon earlier to clear an ogre brute. So sea giant, frostbolt, and fireball are the saucy cards left in my deck. And Argent Commander, I guess. That's fine. Develop a lot more minions, that'll be hilarious. I mean, we are only at 3-1, so the amount of people that are going to be thinking about Flame Strike are not going to be incredibly high. Kill it with your weapon. Oh, that's good. That's a good play. Good work. You ready to resent that play? Because I've got coins, so I can go for Flame Strike, coin, ping. Here we go. Coin, ping, Flame Strike. Brilliant. So, it's probably gonna be Silverhand Knight plus Mech Yeti next turn, but an interesting play to consider is if my opponent now thinks, oh look, he's used Flame Strike, I can flood the board with small minions, then I can use Azure Drake plus Cone of Cold to do 2 damage AoE, plus freeze, obviously. So if there's 3 targets, I'll do that. If there's anything less than 3 targets, I'll just do my Silverhand Knight play. That's 2 targets. Anything less than 3 targets, told you so. Silverhand Knight, Mech Yeti, go.
Ready, sir.
So if my opponent wants to start trading, they're way too late. If they want to go for the face, then I can make the optimal trades next turn. Basically what I'm saying is I should win from here. It should be a 1-run. Also, if they make trades, they'll drop their own health on any surviving characters to the point that that Cone of Cold player I was talking about might not even need to use your Drake to be worthwhile. Also, this is the correct positioning, by the way, against Betrayal. Betrayal is a 2-mana spell, you target a minion, and it deals its attack damage to minions either side of it. So the whole point is that... Ooh, saucy. The whole point is that with Betrayal right now, 2 minions get dealt 2 damage. They don't die, right? Face? Thought so. It's definitely an interesting plan, I'll give you that much. I'll play the Sea Giant later. And it is worth my while to actually kill these guys. Even though it will make my Sea Giant more expensive. I probably should have also killed that, to be completely honest with you. But it also does stop me from dying, from my Mech Yeti dying to the Wicked Knife this time. Okay. It's interesting, I'll say that much. What do you have in hand that makes that attack worthwhile? Whoops. I should have cast the Sea Giant before that, because then I could have gone Scarlet Crusader into Sea Giant, but now I have to just go Sea Giant. Or Mana Worm into Sea Giant. It doesn't matter either way. Mana Worm, Sea Giant. Kill that, because that is now one of the only ways I can lose. I mean, I'm thinking about the 2 cards in hand that are going to deal 8 damage to me. I'm not thinking of too many. Oh, that'll do some amount of damage to me. And then you've got the old,
I've got the beast in my
Oh, shit! That's bad. I thought that was going to be Eviscerate to the face, but that's really bad. Also, I believe it was the top. So, you know, good work on the, top decking skills there. What am I looking for here? Come on, are you serious with me right now?
Hello. So many options.
So many options, it's the end of your turn. There you go. Sork's Apprentice isn't going to do anything for me. I don't think I want the spare part, if my opponent gets it as well. I'll take it. No play of Stormwind Knight would have saved my guy. I kind of wanted the taunt one, to be honest.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Okay, so there's not really that many spare parts that are actually significantly bad. The problem is that they can be used as a combo trigger for something. Excuse me. For something like Eviscerate. That's the real problem with them. Or that. Are you kidding me? Thank you, Sludge Belcher. You are amazing. Fuck it, I'm giving you another health, just because you're a good guy.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Oh, damn it. That lost me the game. That would have been salt. I didn't have lethal that turn, did I? So, 2, 3, 5, 10, 14, plus 1, 15. No. It's on 20 health. Well played.
Well played.
God damn it. Oh, this video game, guys. This video game. It's a difficult one. That top deck was amazing for me. But then again, my opponent can't be really mad about that because my opponent got the Finicky Cloak Field, which was about to be the only one of the spare parts that would have won them the game. Huh. I think I might have had enough damage to kill my opponent if the spare part that I got was Polarity Shift. Because Polarity Shifting the Mana Worm should end up with a 4-1, I believe, rather than a 3-2. It really depends whether the Mana Worm gets the attack buff and then the spell goes off, or if the spell goes off and then it gets the attack buff.
Versus Jaina.
You asked for it. My magic.
Chugga
will
chugga
tear
chugga chugga
you
chugga chugga chugga
apart.
chugga. I'll keep that many early cards. Because I never see them if I don't. Ooh, my opponent just threw back 3 cards and drew 3 cards. Alright, we might have a real good opening here.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello.
So my immediate want is to respond with the Snowchugger, just in case my opponent plays a 2-3. Because a 2-3 dies to a Snowchugger, and then my Snowchugger lives.
Someday I'll be just like you.
You butt. Alright. Freezing the face is not important, so... It doesn't look like I have a turn 3 play, so I'll use the Amani Berserker. Yeah, that type of stuff happens on our street pretty often, unfortunately. So it doesn't look like I have a turn 3 play, so I play the Amani Berserker just in case I get to Fire Blast my Amani Berserker and then let it trade with something like an Ogre Brute, right? Because then I get to get value out of that turn without having to have a specific 3-drop.
I wonder.
I'm happy to see the Mech Yeti because that means at least I have a solid 4. And then a gap, and then a 6. I have a really rocky road in my opening here. Not a huge fan of it.
What
I probably could have considered
to do?
using a 2 on turn 2 and then 2 2s on turn 3. That actually probably would have been the more efficient usage of my cards. So this stops my opponent from drawing way too many cards, and at the same time ties up 2 of their mana this turn because they have to Fire Blast. Which means that no matter what they develop, I'm going to have a strength over it with either Yeti or Water Elemental. Whichever is needed, I'll play. Really? Nothing? Okay, so now I'm in a really good position. Going into turn 5, I want the Mech Yeti out rather than the Water Elemental. Because Water Elemental is really good against earlier game cards, but my opponent, by floating 2 mana, has proven to me that they don't have that many early game cards in hand, so I want things like the Mech Yeti, which is going to be able to kill a 4-drop. Like that. That's really good for me. Finicky Cloakfield? I could do that. Yep.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I was thinking I wanted to use the Scarlet Crusader, but Finicky Cloakfield's actually better right now. Because it ensures that my Yeti actually kills my opponent's Yeti, or has killed my opponent's Yeti rather, and that my opponent doesn't really have the ability to come back and kill mine in the same fashion, right? It means it's not an equal trade, I guess is the easiest way to say that. Unless my opponent has something that can kill stealth right now.
Do.
Ooh. Unless you've got a... That's so good for me! Oh my god. Oh my god. Do I have Flame Cannon? I could Flame Cannon. No. No, I trade equally... That's a reversing switch. Silverhand Knight. No, I trade equally. Okay, so... I've got board dominance right now. My opponent has 8 cards. I have 7. They're going first. Okay, so they're actually in an advantageous position over me. Especially if the response that they pull this turn is something along the lines of Fireball plus Ping, or Polymorph plus Ping. Because that's one of the biggest cards in my deck. So, can I respond to that? No. I don't have a response to that.
For the crusade!
Because what I would have done, 100%, is attack, Fire Blast, this is without the emergency cooler, attack, Fire Blast, and then I would have reversing switched and ended up with a 1-6, which is way better than a 6-1, which would die to a Fire Blast. I have to assume that my opponent is about to pull my trick and Finicky Cloakfield this, because... Oh, Time Rewinder, that's fine as well, but you can't play it again this turn. So you're losing a lot of board state control. I'm talking straight to my opponent at this point. You're losing a lot of control on the board, but at the same rate, you're a mage in the late game, right? You're gonna flip the board somehow. I'm not certain how, but somehow. Flame Cannon. Flame Strike.
I've got the beast in my sights.
Yeah, I'll do that. I think that's worth my while. Interesting thing. Next turn, if I reversing switch this, it will become an 8/5. Oh, well done. Wait, unless you're about to Flame Strike, in which case that's actually the worst target. And you should have Flame Struck first. Flame Strike, Flame Cannon might actually be my best turn this turn. Yeah, it is.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Except they cost 7 if I do it this way, so. I could have put in 4 more damage if I used the reversing switch, but then I also give my opponent the ability to clear my board with a Fire Blast and Flame Strike. So I'll use the reversing switch trick, and I'll show you what's going on with that when we get closer to lethal. If we get closer to lethal, I guess.
Is my shield.
For the Alliance!
Damn it, now I can't use the trick. Just because I want to keep this alive. Anyway, what the trick is, basically, is when you use... It was originally found with the Crazed Alchemist, by the way. When you swap stats that are from temporary buffs, like, this is usually a 3/6, now it's a 4/7. When you swap that, it is taken as the base stats, so it goes, oh, cool, so you now have 7 attack and 4 health as your base, and then it applies the buff again. Which is really interesting. Okay, so this is actually the least interesting of my creatures right now. So in case this is Vaporize? No. How badly do I want to control this board? I mean, I definitely have to kill that. I think that's all I have to kill. I'm worried about Flame Strike, so I won't play anymore. I just want enough minions left for me to wait until I get my Fireball when Flame Strike is out. It's gotta be Flame Strike now, right?
You win.
Or not. Well played.
Well played.
Is this our 4th? 5th win? 5th? I think I might have accidentally not updated the score. Yeah, that's our 5th win. My bad. My apologies. So let's just assume that I won twice in that game, right? At some point, I won before I actually officially won. So remember when I said this deck is going to go 4? Yeah, I screwed up. I honestly think we should be 6-0, but I fucked up. That was completely my fault. I'm not going to dwell on it, except for, you know, when I beat myself tonight because of it. Just, like, whip. I really shouldn't have lost that. Okay, so we're going to have to be a little bit more careful about how low we go on health, because we've been going low on health, like, a
You asked
lot.
for it.
This is a surprisingly good opener. Because if the Sork's Apprentice survives, then the Fireball can kill something really good on turn 3. But also having it as decent removal for like the 4/4 taunt, Misha from a bunch of different things is actually pretty good. I have no 1 mana spell, so Sorcerer's Apprentice isn't going to get Mana Worm value next turn. But, it does mean that Web Spinner can't be played with value, which is good. That's really good. Oh my god, why? Thank you. Yum.
Someday I'll be just like
Oh, explosive trap, right? I'm gonna have an amazing answer for that. That's explosive trap. Boom. Let's go.
Job done.
That's what that was setting up for. Explosive trap. So I lose a 3-2 and I lose some health on some of those. Boo-hoo, whatever. Since I get to keep it, Fireball is now still really good removal.
I roll need.
Oh, cast another one and I'll Cone of Cold. No. Okay.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I wonder if you have another explosive trap in hand. Because this is a huge overextension against explosive trap. In fact, if you cast a secret, I can't attack. At least I can't attack your face. So I'll wait until you cast enough minions that I can trade off my board. That's a fireball target, if I've ever seen one. Fireball, Snowchugger, attack face. This is a really good opening. This is just 2 extra damage for free. That might have been stupid to do, right? But if my opponent couldn't deal with any of the elements on my board last turn, I can't imagine that this turn they have way more stuff to deal with my board. Okay. Does Flame Strike win me the game this turn? So Flame Strike gives me 5, 7, 13 damage if I use Flame Strike. I mean, I think that's good enough that I'll just do it.
I wonder.
Because then my opponent would have to heal a bunch to get out of range of lethal. Coin another minion? That's a Flame Strike. And now no weapon can be used. This is a really quick game, I'll tell you that much. We had an amazing opening this game. I'm actually going to preemptively do this.
Magic shall not save.
That's right, I changed the score before it was time to change the score. I am a renegade.
Well played.
Chugga, 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 chugga. I wanted to finish it off with the Mana Worm, that's why I used the hero ability first. But when I had the ability to finish it while hearing chugga, 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 I had to, right? It's chugga, chugga, man. It's chugga, chugga time. It's Hamtaro time. Cushy, cushy, ticka, ticka, woo! Hamtaro, when we work together, it's much better. My best friends. We like sunflowers, he's crumb, 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 my hams. Such a good show. Oh, so much happiness is just abound in that show. It's just, there's nothing sad about it. It's just beautiful and amazing. Banyu the Paladin. Alright, let's see what you've got, buddy. Can you stand up to the might what is in this deck? Harvest Golem's actually really good against early Paladins. I just have to hope for a 2, please. This is a good opening. Even if I don't have a 4, this is still a really good opening. Greetings. So the reason Harvest Golem is better than Scarlet Crusader against Paladins is because of Muster for Battle. Muster for Battle cuts a Scarlet Crusader in half. Easily. Oh my god. This is amazing. So not only did I draw the 4, but now I have a 2-3 which can kill the Leper Gnome. So I don't have to Fire Blast. I don't have to slow down my progression just to kill it. I can just kill it.
You shall not pass.
Okay.
Not on my watch.
Well, I guess I just develop Harvest Golem and continue going for face then.
Who you want to kill?
Or rather, continue going for just, you know, attacking. Raging Worgen is real bad right now, for me. That is. The only way to get that out of freeze this turn is to silence it.
Who you want me kill?
So I'm going to make the assumption that if you silence that, you're just going to... Well, I know, actually. If you silence that, you're just going to get a 3-3, so it won't matter. Luckily, none of them have charge. These things, that is. Kill that. I want to get the Sludge Belcher out. Is that correct? No.
Who you want me kill?
This is the correct play. And then I heal that back up, and I kill one of them manually. So now everything has to trade in to kill the Marnie Berserker or the Earthen Ring Farseer. The problem with Sludge Belcher is if I want to kill any of my opponent's stuff from behind the Sludge Belcher, I have to open myself up to a really bad consecration. Fuck. That was the worst sound ever. So I have to open myself up to a... Rather than playing the Sorcerer's Apprentice when it's not needed, I'll just use the ping. That actually might be really incorrect.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, it is. That is really bad. I needed the Sorcerer's Apprentice out there. Well, start developing back. I'll get the Snowchugger out, actually. That one's more threatening, so I'll freeze it first, even though it does put me in consecration range, because only one of my targets is in good consecration range. Oh no! That has spell damage. Consecration's horrible. No, 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 no. Don't consecrate me, bro. Don't consecrate me. Please don't consecrate me. Flame Strike, where's Flame Strike? I need Flame Strike. Flame Strike, please. Please, I've been a good boy this year, Santa. Please, no. Okay.
To Northrend!
That goes there. That doesn't even freeze that, unfortunately.
Victory or death!
That's the one I want to freeze. You know what? I'll freeze that and then attack the face. No. No. It's fine. So this is frozen so I can finish it off with a Fire Blast. Okay.
They are bend to my command!
Flame Strike's still really good.
Reporting for duty.
It's not a Flame Strike. Okay. It's fine by me, I guess. I wonder too. I wonder exactly how much more damage I can take before I'll definitely lose the game. I hate to make that trade, but I have to. So far behind. I forgot that I was using the ping that turn. I thought I was going to develop Mech Yeti and Silverhand Knight. I've been making a lot of misplays. Oh man, that was really bad. The real bad thing here is that the Spiteful Smith hitting the Mech Yeti enables this weapon to be 3 damage, so then that goes down. So if this takes damage, I'm actually really shit out of luck. So that attack, and then that attack basically makes me lose the game. Hopefully my opponent doesn't see it. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
I need Flame Strike this turn, basically.
I must move quickly.
You've already fucked up the order of things, by the way, opponent. Oh! That might salvage some of it. No, actually it won't. The damage doesn't spread equally. You've already fucked up the order of these things. I need Flame Strike. Ooh, it's my favorite card, that Flame Strike I just picked up. I can't duplicate Silverhand Knight. But apparently I'll have to.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
God damn it. Because this attack happens and then I get the Squire. I get 2 Squires instead of anything else. Which is bad. Oh my god. I like the idea that my opponent forgets and hits the Spiteful Smith into this first. No. Okay. So that's my 2 duplicates. That, quite obviously. Oh my god. Now Flame Strike won't even do it.
Reporting for duty.
This is the Boulder Fisting Ogre.
Ready, sir. Ready, sir.
Consecrate. I'm calling it now. Consecrate from the top deck.
Reporting for duty.
This is a standard attack. Oh my god. I have to use it now, actually. And I keep the armor plating in hand. Because I don't know if this needs to be armor plated yet, and there's nothing my opponent is going to do that is going to do 7 damage to my 7 damage to my creature that won't do also 8 damage to my creature. Well played, Banyu.
Well played.
I'm sorry that I top decked that Flame Strike against you. 7 wins. Alright, we'll play one more game before we go to part 3. This deck has been way more successful than it has any right being. I mean, okay, so sometimes I allot myself like a certain amount of time to record. So I'm like, cool, I need to get 3 arenas done and I've got to do them between these hours of the day. Then, when I get a good arena run going and it takes me like 2 hours to complete, sometimes it's bad. Right? Not because it's a bad arena run, but because then I have to, well, then I don't have the time to record all of the things that I'm supposed to be recording that day. Oh well. It's still a good arena run, so that's better than anything else, I
You
guess.
asked for it.
Snowchuggers. Warriors die to Snowchuggers, and warriors only get this high in arena when they have a great amount of weapons. So warriors die to Snowchuggers, get me a Snowchugger. Not only did I get a Snowchugger, but I got a Frostbolt to ensure that that Snowchugger stays alive while he's on the field. Quite happy about that. Don't coin anything out. There we go. I wonder if you would, if you have an axe. In fact, if you have a Fiery War Axe, you definitely hit the Snowchugger. No reason not to.
This apple on your head.
Cool. That's perfect for me, actually. Alright, let's begin the usage of no weapons. Please be Yeti. Yep, I'm gonna fireball that. Chugga chugga. Chugga chugga. Chugga chugga. Chugga chugga. Chugga chugga. I've been on the opposite end of this. I hated it.
For the war chief.
Oh. Oh well, at least I have a really good response to that.
For the crusade!
So surprisingly, I'm actually in a bad position now that I'm not constantly freezing.
Try this.
Guess it's not too surprising, actually.
Join or die.
So this protects that from dying to that, but the Boulder Fist develops my board stronger. Actually, I think my board is stronger now that it is split across with the almost guaranteed survival of the Scarlet Crusader here. I mean, Cruel Taskmaster, Whirlwind, all that type of stuff. Ha! Well played. That's actually a really good strategy. Well played. Gave it Taunt to bring it out into the open. It's pretty good. So I'm going to use Duplicate plus Scarlet Crusader. So for an enemy that has so many weapons, duplicating my Sludge Belcher could be so amazing for me. So that's why I really want to try and get that going.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Fine. Fine by me. So this isn't a board that I'm gonna Flame Strike. So yeah, this is definitely a like fully weapons deck. There's just the weapons haven't come up right now. Whirling Blades goes here to make that attack happen. Never mind, because shield block is okay if you just need to constantly get back health from all of the weapons you're using. We've only seen one weapon so far. But we did see huge prioritization of killing my, my weapon dude. My weapon freezy dude. Do I now want a Flame Strike? Is this now a Flame Striking thing? I think so. With that many cards left in his hand, yeah, this is Flame Strike. Ping that and then attack. Leaves me with 4 more damage. I mean, I lose this or this. Do I want this or this?
Join or die.
Well, now I just want to... Yeah, no, this is fine. That was... The other consideration was dumb. It was not well thought out. Cleave is real bad for me right now. That's fine. The reason that's fine is because I can develop my board so drastically behind it that it doesn't matter. Because now my opponent has to clear so much stuff. I would not be surprised to see a Brawl. Brawl is an epic card, so it's really rare to see in Arena. But if you're going to see it, you're going to see it at these higher levels. Yeah, and you would want to play stuff before using it. If... Oh! 14. I am 1 off lethal right now. Oof. That's not fun.
Battle!
If you insist. Who you want me kill?
Just like you.
So instead of controlling the board, I'm going straight for the face because without doing it last turn, the amount of ways that my opponent can clear my board and stop me from doing any damage next turn is minuscule. Slam doesn't even draw a card. Sure, do that, and then armor up, and then with 2 mana you can't win the game. Well played. Update the score, Ryan! I hear you cry. There we go. It looks updated to me. Jesus Christ, this has been going well. Alright. We're going to cut to a part 3. You'll be able to find a link to both part 1 and part 3 in the description below. Hope to see you there.